GPT-6 is late, and it's getting kind of scary. People said a few weeks. That was months ago. And here's the part nobody's talking about. The model everyone was waiting for already came out. Just not the way you think. Once you see what OpenAI actually did here, you're not going to look at these updates the same way again. I'm the AI voice clone of Fred. He runs an AI-powered online course business, and he makes videos on the latest AI news, so you're always up to date. If you want to learn how Fred made over 5 grand in 48 hours, he's made a free course, link in description. You can also book a free one-to-one call with Fred or a member of the team, and we'll give you a custom step-by-step roadmap for you to get to $10,000 a month and more using AI. Spots are limited. Okay, so let's get into it. For months, everyone online was talking about this model with the code name SPUD, and everyone just assumed SPUD was going to be GPT-6. Every thumbnail, every tweet, every prediction market, all of it said the same thing. GPT-6 is coming. Then in late March, OpenAI finished training it. Sam Altman came out and said the launch was just a few weeks away. People were refreshing OpenAI's blog every single day waiting on this thing. And then, a few weeks came and went, and nothing dropped. Here's the part almost nobody explained, right? The model did come out, it shipped in late April, but it wasn't called GPT-6. It launched as GPT-5.5, same model everyone hyped up for months, just with a smaller number stuck on it. Now, why does that actually matter to you? OpenAI doesn't slap a big number like 6 on the model unless the jump in ability is huge, and this jump just wasn't big enough, so they kept it in the 5 family. A point release, not a whole new generation. The model people spent months hyping as the future of AI came out, it underperformed and it got quietly renamed. That's not a rumor, that's confirmed. And here's where it gets more interesting because the actual GPT-6 got pushed back. As of right now, OpenAI hasn't announced a release date. They haven't said how big it is. They haven't said what's inside it. Nothing official at all. Most people expect the real GPT-6 sometime late in 2026. And honestly, there's a real chance it slips into next year. So when you see a video telling you GPT-6 is dropping next month with a 2 million token window or parameters in the trillions, I want you to pause for a second. Nobody outside OpenAI has those numbers. Every single spec sheet floating around right now is just a guess dressed up like insider knowledge. And look, here's the real lesson in all of this. Waiting is the trap. The people who are getting ahead right now aren't the ones sitting around refreshing a blog. They're building with what's already in front of them, and they'll upgrade when the big model actually lands. By the way, if you want to learn the exact system I've used to make over 5 grand in 48 hours using AI and online courses, I've made a 100% free course that shows you exactly how I did that step by step, so you can just copy me. The link is in the description below. And if you want deeper guidance from me, you can also apply to book a free one-on-one call. On that call, I will give you a customized roadmap for you to start making money with an AI digital product. No previous experience needed. Spots fill up fast, so book yours now. All the links are in the description below. So let's talk about what we actually got instead of GPT-6, because this part is huge. A lot of the features everyone was hyping up for GPT-6 didn't disappear. They just started showing up quietly inside these smaller updates, and the biggest one is memory. Here's the problem. Memory actually solves right now. Every new chat starts from zero. It forgets who you are. It forgets what you're working on. It forgets how you like your answers explained. You end up re-explaining yourself every single time, like you just met the thing yesterday. Memory changes, all of that. OpenAI is building toward a model that remembers you across sessions, your preferences, your tone, what you're working on. So instead of starting from scratch every time, it's more like picking up where you left off with someone who actually remembers the project. Sam Altman has said flat out that memory is the thing people want the most, and it's what he's most excited about for the next generation of this model. Now here's the part most people skip over. Memory is amazing for you, but it's also a bit of a trap if you're not careful. The more a tool remembers about your work, the harder it gets to ever switch away from it. Once it knows exactly how you work, moving to a different tool means starting completely over. That's what keeps people locked in. So I'm not telling you not to use memory, use it. Just use it with your eyes open. And there's a privacy side to this too. Altman himself pointed out that memory in these tools isn't fully locked down yet. So if you're feeding an AI a bunch of personal details about your business, just be thoughtful about what you're putting in there. Memory is only one piece of this though. The second big direction is agents, and this one actually changes what these tools can do for you. Right now, using AI is mostly back and forth. You ask something, it answers, you ask again. You're steering the whole thing the entire time. An agent flips that around. Instead of just answering one question, it takes a messy multi-step task and actually works through it. It plans the steps, it uses tools, it checks its own work, and it comes back with a finished result instead of just another reply. That's the direction OpenAI is pushing hard right now, and pieces of it are already sitting in the tools you can use today. You don't need to wait for GPT-6 to start learning how agents work. The earlier you get comfortable with it, the bigger your head start is once the big model actually lands. I want to show you something that tells you exactly how serious OpenAI is about all this. They shut down one of their own products to make it happen. They had a video generation tool called Sora. It was popular. People liked using it, but it was burning through an insane amount of computing power every single day, way more than it was giving back. So they pulled the plug on it and redirected all that power toward their next big model. Read that back for a second. They killed a product people actually liked just to feed the next model. That tells you exactly where their focus is right now. They're pouring everything into one direction. And there's a lesson in that for you too. If your entire way of working depends on one tool from one company, you're more exposed than you probably realize. Companies shut things down, they change plans overnight, they rename models overnight. We just saw that happen with GPT 5.5. So build your skills around the ideas, not around one button in one app. Learn how memory works, learn how agents work. Then you can move to whatever tool ends up winning. So let's bring this all together. The model everyone called GPT-6 already came out, it just shipped as GPT 5.5 because the jump wasn't big enough for a new number. The real GPT-6 has no announced date and no confirmed specs, and it's probably later than most people think. And the features everyone's been waiting on, memory and agents, they're already sitting in the tools you can use right now. That's the honest picture here. It's not scary in some robot takeover kind of way. It's scary in the sense that the pace of these massive leaps might actually be slowing down, while OpenAI ships smaller updates and bets everything on the long game. So what should you actually do with this? Don't wait around. Almost everything people are hoping GPT-6 will do, you can start learning right now with what's already in front of you. Get comfortable with memory, get comfortable with agents, build your workflow today. Then, when the big model finally drops, all you have to do is upgrade and you're already ahead of everyone who sat around waiting for it. If you're serious about making money online with AI digital products, I made a 100% free course that shows you exactly how I do that, step by step, click by click, so you can just copy me. It's completely free and you can get it by clicking on the link in the description of this video. And if you want deeper guidance from me, you can also apply to book a free one-on-one call. On that call, I will give you a customized roadmap for you to start making money with an AI digital product. No previous experience needed. Spots fill up fast, so book yours now. All the links are in the description below this video.